Last time on, what has been happening at the Kennedys? The Kennedys took Granddad, Donna's dad, to Tasmania on the Spirit of Tasmania, and after a drive across the country, they checked into their Airbnb, which had the most stunning views. And there were dolphins. They chilled out and had a rainy day out in Hobart. So, let's get right back to it, shall we? This is Tasmania Part 2. First stop, meeting the Tassie Devil.
How cute is that? What animal did that? That's got to be like an emu or something, wouldn't it? It's just rolled around with its wings. Who do you reckon made that, Grandad?
What kind of animals made that painting?
A duck?
Kangaroo.
Oh yeah. I didn't think of that. I thought it was like a pelican or something. Quick, Grandad, before it goes. Hey.
No.
No. Give me seafood. Hello.
You're not thinking about jumping, are you? Bugger.
For safety, do not put your hand over the side because the claws is very strong.
Yeah.
And they can sort of hurt your bones.
Oh.
So don't put your thing over the fence.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
The Kennedys became fast Unzoo friends with the gentleman and his wife. See? Hear them laughing.
Oh, he's right there.
Unzoo friends.
Can't really see
Ha
it,
ha.
No, I can't go. If I get down there, I won't get back. I won't get back in.
That's not that hard.
You get your mum to do it.
Come on, Mum. You coming in, Grandad?
No, I can't get in there. You never get out.
Here, let me get you video. You coming out?
Wow!
Did he look at you?
No, I just saw its bum.
Pretty much exclusively nocturnal. They might come outside of their den for the daytime just to do some sunbathing, but all activity happens at night time. So we're pretty lucky to get to see these guys just because they know they're going to get food in the daytime. So out in the wild, they're mostly scavengers. They get it out in the forest, they find the dead bodies and they clean them up.
Sounds like... Oh. There he goes.
And they see movement rather than stationary objects. It's likely to see them because they will know you were there a long time before you know they're there because of that really good sense of smell. So she's actually going to bite through all of those bones. There's claws, fur, bones in that piece of meat I just gave her, and she will eat it all.
Wow.
Devils don't let anything go to waste. These guys have incredibly strong jaws, and that's what allows them to eat through all of that food. Because they're not a particularly large animal either. Yep, once she's pregnant, she's only pregnant for 3 weeks. It's a really quick gestation. This is quite common in marsupials because they give birth to really underdeveloped young. But these guys, they're going to have rice grain sized babies. They're going to be pink, no fur, no eyesight. They're absolutely tiny and undeveloped. The only thing that has much development is their front feet, which they use to climb into the pouch. Now.
Oh no. Oh, look at him. Oh, the poor thing was just minding its own business.
They actually can have a lot more than 4 babies. So they can have over 40 babies.
Whoa. What?
Yeah, so an incredible amount, but they cannot raise those. So what happens is when they give birth, it's a race. It's a race to get into that pouch, to get to those 4 teats. And the winners, they get to secure a teat, they get milk. Unfortunately for the others, they're not going to survive.
Wow.
Mum, she doesn't want to lose them, so she has a bit of a snack. She eats the rest.
Oh. What do you think of that, Grandad?
About 8 or 9 months.
Thanks, Dad. I wouldn't have had a clue where you guys were. Kangaroos and wallabies.
When they're annoyed at each other, they're going to jump.
Come on, Grandad.
No, I'll pass.
No, come on, you have
What are you scared of? That they're going to jump at you? Come on.
Pass.
Come on. You can tell old Stan. Is that fun? Car is it? I'll drive that around.
The back females are all going to be duller. Tasmanian bird here called the nation hen. So they're black colour, long legs. You'll find these.
If you are ever in Tirana, Tasmania, check out the Tasmanian Devil Unzoo. The Kennedys recommend this enjoyable Aussie experience.
What do you think of that, Grandad?
Fancy feeding a kangaroo and stroking him. Can't be back. Well, what is it? What is it? You don't know, do you? I do.
What is it, Grandad?
I've forgotten.
It's a magnet that goes on the fridge. And what can you do with it though? It's not any ordinary magnet. What does it do?
Holds all the bills. So as you don't lose them and you know what's to pay next.
Did you, Dad?
You come down and put your bill in, then stick it on.
Yeah. I love these little Tassie devils. So cute. Tassie Devil or earrings. Everyone meet Taz. Grandad, this is Taz.
Oh, little devil. Yeah, show us your teeth.
This is Taz.
No, Tam.
He's going in my car. Aren't you? You're going on all adventures around the world with me.
All goes to the animals, Ray.
$30.
Next stop, Port Arthur. We'll have a cup of tea first.
Shortbread biscuit looked nice in there.
Oh, why didn't you
I
say
was
something?
tempted. I was tempted.
Why didn't you say
It's a
something?
big love heart.
Oh. Enjoying that, aren't you?
I will now introduce you to Ted, our Googler. He Googles stuff for us. Ted, are you there?
Yes, Alex, I'm here. Hi, my name is Ted, and I am the gatherer of information here at Kelly Telly Productions.
What can you tell us about Port Arthur?
Port Arthur is World Heritage listed historic site because it is the most well-preserved and largest convict settlement in Australia. Set against a tranquil Tasmanian backdrop, Port Arthur, with its brutal history, served as a penal colony for approximately 12,500 convicts between 1830 and 1877. The youngest Port Arthur prisoner was James Lynch. James was only 9 years old when he was transported to Van Diemen's Land for stealing 3 boxes of toys.
Wow, that is young Ted.
Yes, Alex, it is very young. In the early 1800s, the age of being responsible for crimes was sometimes as young as 7, which meant children as young as 7 were legally transported for their crimes. And like the adult convicts, the children were put to hard labor.
How times have changed.
Exactly.
Ted, what is Van Diemen's Land?
Van Diemen's Land was the name given to Tasmania by Dutch explorer Abel Tasman in 1642, in honor of Anthony Van Diemen, who had sponsored his voyage. But in 1856, the name was changed to Tasmania to help the colony distance itself from its convict past.
I am confused now, Ted. I thought the first recorded landing of European settlement was in 1770 by Captain Cook.
I did too, until I read this. In 1770, Captain James Cook, British, became the first recorded European to explore and map the eastern coastline of Australia. His expedition led to widespread British recognition and subsequent colonization of the continent. But I would like to take this opportunity to pay respect and acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land. Indigenous Australians were the first people to arrive and inhabit the continent, doing so tens of thousands of years before any other group.
The story of the Port Arthur Historic Site is a story of many people, places, and moments. And the Kennedys with Grandad are going to absorb as many stories as they can while taking in the scenery and the historical sites. But not before a cup of tea.
It doesn't like.
Grandad's card, who did he get? You gotta flip it over and you gotta match it up. He was a military officer. No, he was a good man then.
And that's because he was an innovative, practical leader, known to be hard but fair in his treatment of the convicts. Perhaps one of the more reasonable officers of his time.
His administration of the convict system was extremely efficient. His rule was impartial, never capriciously tyrannical, and though by present standards justice then seemed merciless, he was as prompt to reward as to punish. He had patient attention for the most trivial cases and used the lash as a last resort with great reluctance.
Who'd you get, Dad?
No, mine.
No, sure, I want to see.
No, nothing.
Who'd you get, Mum? Daniel Fraser.
19-year-old Daniel Fraser from Glasgow, Scotland, was a boat lad who was sentenced to 7 years transportation for housebreaking. Daniel claimed to be a boat lad, but was never employed in the boat crew while at Port Arthur. This was unusual. It is possible that he was not very good at his job, or he may have worked on the canals and had no experience of handling whaleboats. He possibly lied about his trade. After his release from Port Arthur, he was punished for lying to his master. He claimed his sentence had expired and was given a pass to Hobart Town to pick up his certificate of freedom. However, once there, it was discovered that he still had 2 years to serve.
You found yours, have you, Dad? Oh, you got Peter Mooney, and he was only 16, from Liverpool, England. Convicted in May 1843 for stealing a handkerchief from a person. Sentenced to 10 years transportation. Sent to Port Arthur for absconding and being on board the Water Witch with intent to escape. Mooney gained his freedom in 1853, but was sentenced again in 1865 to a further 7 years for the crime of horse stealing. Here we go.
Do you like a lift anywhere? I've got the baggy in here.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Here we go.
Is this your first time to Port Arthur?
Yeah, it sure is.
The easiest way to ride, but there's also a set of steps.
Thank you so much for that.
No worries.
Oh, that was good. So this is the Commandant's house. I wonder if it's the one that you've got. What was his name? Wow. There he is. That's Grandad.
Oh, that's a nice bed.
Isn't it?
The lady had to leave because the men had port and cigars and telling dirty jokes.
Serious mucky jokes, all damn unsuitable for the ladies.
And they joined them later on in the drawing room, much later on when they were all bloody half drunk probably.
Big bolt.
The fruit lasts well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It cost 50 shilling a week to stay there for a week.
We stay where? Here.
Yeah, 50 shilling a week. You know what 50 shilling is? Jim?
Huh?
What's 50 shilling? 50 shilling.
50 shillings.
Pennies replaced shillings, did they?
Pence it did in 1971.
Oh, okay. And what did pound replace?
No, the paper pound replaced it by a pound coin, didn't it?
Yeah, but what did the pound replace? A pence replaced the shilling. What did a pound replace?
No, sterling.
Sterling, that's it.
The, what do I call it?
Shilling and sterling. I wonder why they did all that. I wonder why they changed
When the
it.
decimal currency come in, we lost a lot of money, didn't we? There were 112 pennies to a pound. Now there's only 100 pence to a pound.
Yeah.
The government always rip you off. You know?
Outside waiting for us. to seriously rely on either having a tour guide or actually get that app thing so you can listen to everything. Otherwise you don't have a clue what anything is because it doesn't have anything to tell you, does it? I like how they have all the convicts around and their stories.
I'll have to come back, Carl.
Pretty cool. Is this original?
Yeah. Yeah, this is where that little postman said his town. Look, this Cram was good looking fella.
Looks like Brad Pitt a little bit.
That's it, a little bit freaky looking.
All had a hard life. That's what that is.
Is this some dried up, cracked mud? Nope, it's a tree.
How was that, Grandad?
Tiring. Tiring.
Was it worth the money though?
Different.
Yeah. Because last night when I was booking the tickets for this and for the Tasmania Unzoo experience together, Dad was saying that it was a waste of money, and then he said, "Isn't it, Jim?" And what did you say? Don't know, I've been. Now that you've been, do you think it's worth the money?
Yeah, I suppose you've got to spend all day there, haven't you?
Yeah.
You haven't time to read it all properly.
No, you don't. That's you know what I do? I take photos of it all and I read it later. I bought this book, In Their Words, Ghost Stories from the Staff and Visitors at the Port Arthur Historic Site. And the lady that served me said she's read it and she said it's really good, and she knows a few of the people that have stories in here. One's called Colin, and another one was her sister-in-law. And I said, "Have you experienced anything?" She said, "No, no." And that's when she said about the people she knows. Colin had a ghost go through him.
Because of Port Arthur's brutal past, there are many ghostly encounters on record, most of which have happened during the Port Arthur ghost tours, which, because of the distance from their accommodation, the Kennedys gave it a miss this time, which after reading the book she had bought, Kelly was happy about that. This is not the end of their Tasmania trip. There is more to come, so stay tuned. Till next time.